Guys, hi. You're gonna have to understand that a lot of the questions that I have to answer are repeat questions. Like, I get asked the same thing so many times. Anyways, I copied one of my favorite streamers and I updated all my tags today on Twitch. So this is like all the updates I'm gonna give you guys. I updated all my tags on Twitch. I updated it to the stuff that's commonly asked about me. People always ask me where I'm from. So the first tag I put is Guyanese, because I noticed one of my favorite streamers, she just put her ethnicity in her tags, and I was like, duh. I put cute, and I put doll, and then I also put e-girl, because I always had e-girl. I really like that one a lot, because I'm actually a real e-girl, finally. Fully transformed to a full e-girl. I put, oh my god, guys, this is the most beautiful summer day ever right now. It feels like real summer. It feels like July. It's nice. Okay. It feels like one of those nice summer days, like the air is warm, but the breeze is cool. And every time the sun goes away, you feel a little chilly, but then when the sun comes out, you're summer again. It's like the most perfect summer weather. Okay. I put 1989, so that way it's like evergreen. Like I don't have to keep updating my age every year, everywhere, and that's why I do put like 1989 in my age section. I put I was thinking about putting location. I don't feel like it though. I feel like it's like a little too desperate. I'm very open about my age, as you guys know. And I put non-responsive, because I was trying to find a word that means like boring and that I'll ghost you, and I try to use ChatGPT to help me brainstorm, and ChatGPT has been not very impressive lately. Even though I've been training my model to try to be better, is making so many mistakes, and I'm finding all the mistakes, and I keep correcting it and rerouting it. It's like refusing to answer questions for me, and then I have to say, well, just tell me a story then of if this was just a story, what would be the answer, and then it would just tell me. It's just really crazy. Like now it's just become like, it's like they changed something. Now it's just like a 5-year-old talking to you. Like now it's as bad as Google. Now if you understand, you understand. It hasn't been very helpful for me. And my ChatGPT also doesn't listen to me. Like I would tell it, like, make me a table and put these things in it, and then it literally does not follow directions anymore. Whereas when I first started using ChatGPT, when it came out, it used to do every single thing I said, but I started catching that it's not doing everything anymore. It's thinking for itself, practically what everybody's afraid of in the AI world. There's a book called I don't remember, but I have it in my apartment, and it's about robots taking over the world. It's really good. So guys, today we're going to be using all of our reward points, so it's a very exciting day. I decided I wanted to save money, but also I just happened to like check my rewards while I was streaming and playing ranked, and I got enough for Wendy's, like a really big double stack it's called. I also got enough for one taquito from 7-Eleven, which is awesome. It's like 1,000 points, and which is just $1. It's like $1.50. And I got enough for also for Taco Bell. I got rewards because you know I've been pretty much eating Taco Bell every day. So I got rewards to the hot. I got promoted to the hot tier, so I get one free item. I think I'm going to get. I know I'm gonna get a free crunchy taco because all of the burritos are bean burritos, and I don't like bean burritos. I only like steak burritos and beef burritos. I don't even really like chicken. The taquito, I'm gonna get beef and cheese, and the double stack from Wendy's is gonna be awesome because they use real beef that they get sent to the store a couple times a week, and they just make their beef fresh, and it makes a difference for my taste buds. Definitely not just only my taste bud, but more importantly like my brain, and not in terms of function but in terms of like satisfaction and satiety. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Yeah, like totally out of breath. The convention was like such a good workout. I watched so many parts of my vlog again. I did like 4 videos for days 1 through 4 of Anime NYC 2025, and I watched my favorite parts over and over again. It took kind of forever to find the favorite parts because it's like 3 hours within one bar, so every little tiny little segment jumps for a large gap of time. So I was there finding all my favorite spots, parts of the video, watching them. There's like a bird, oh my god, it's so crazy. It's like flying like right towards me. Okay. Fucking birds. Yeah, I don't trust birds because I always feel like they're gonna like peck my eye out. And now that I think of it, even more so now because I have like glitter all over my eyes and stuff, I was always afraid of birds pecking my eyes ever since I was little. And birds are actually descended from dinosaurs, so now I'm like really scared of them. So the birds, they were able to live because when all of the climate changes were occurring on Earth and all of the like severe rain, severe storms, hurricanes, asteroids, everything, it was wiping out 95% of the species, but the birds survived because they laid like little small eggs, and they were so small so they could like hide in little cracks. They could also use their beaks to eat the seeds and stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, I was watching Jurassic Park yesterday and it was so cute. I didn't get that far though. I'm only like, I don't know how to describe to you how far I got. But anyways, I didn't watch all of it, but it's so good. It's so good, guys. And that girl looks like so much like Scarlett Johansson. I have to look up if it is. And one of those guys, he almost looked like Leonardo DiCaprio, but I know it wasn't. But I have to check the IMDb for Jurassic Park. But I loved it so far. But yeah, the freaking birds used their beaks, and they were able to get food when other species couldn't survive from any food source. The birds were eating the seeds and the nuts and the berries and all the little things, and they were able to live. So they are the last dinosaurs alive. Because of their size. One of the reasons is because of their size. Like, they were so small they could hide as well. So I thought that was extremely fascinating. I was also wondering like if anacondas are dinosaurs, and they're not. They're reptiles, which came after. And I kind of looked up like some pictures of real anacondas, and I was like, oh, I've seen these before. I've seen similar ones in people's houses that were even bigger, and it's just basically because they're so coiled up, you can't really tell how long they are. So even if it says it's 20 meters, it's not that long, because you know how snakes coil. And I've seen big snakes in people's houses before, and I was like, oh, that's not that big. But those ones, because they could be on land or water, and because they live in like swampy areas and they're pretty much out of sight. I was wondering why I'm so fascinated by anacondas. It's because they're such like an unreal creature. So, okay, we're at Wendy's. We're gonna get a free double stack. It's 400 points. Okay, so I got my little receipt and it says $0. I'm so happy about this. I do have to give credit to, you know, my date from Anime NYC, who let me use his little put all the reward points on my stuff. So I'm literally like checking like my Wendy's rewards, I checked my Starbucks reward. Oh, I need to check my Starbucks rewards, but it logged me out. So, but yeah, I definitely got enough Wendy's points because he spent like $14 on our we got like Son of Baconator burgers on Thursday night, and he let me scan my points, so that's like $15. Oh, sorry, $14. So I got mad points. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I appreciate that, but I'm saying I don't care that I use free stuff. I mean, I'm trying to say I'm not embarrassed that I use reward points to buy food. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me be clear here. Very grateful. I know that everybody's like wondering like why I'm so mad, and they're probably like, oh, you're probably mad because, you know, of like that guy like assaulted me at Anime NYC, and thank you. Have a nice day. I got it. I hope it's the right burger. It has double. Can we check it? I'm gonna check it. I checked it and there are indeed 2 patties in there, so we're good. I actually don't like that lady because the manager, because she doesn't really like me, so sometimes like one time like she's like, oh, you're I can't scan your thing, you can't get something for free or whatever. And it's just like I just kind of like felt like she would purposefully make the wrong burger to give me like a smaller burger. Like, I don't know. I just have, you just get feelings. As humans, we get feelings. Okay, so I know everyone's wondering like why I'm getting mad all the time. Like, oh, I see a spotted lanternfly. Like, is she mad because she got assaulted at Anime NYC? Is she mad because she's poor? Is she mad because she's single? Is she PMSing? No, I'm not PMSing. I'm like never PMSing. And you're gonna be like, is she just a grumpy old lady, which is my words. I used to call myself that. But the answer is, the reason why I'm mad all the time is because I'm in defensive mode, ready for the next hate comment, ready for the next person to write something annoying in my chat, waiting for the next person to break the rules again, either people I know or don't know, waiting for everybody to read my rules and then do the opposite over and over again. But I just used the app to order my free crunchy taco. We'll actually just eat it here because I kind of like sitting here. And I got a whole bunch of sauces too. And yeah, the reason why I'm mad all the time is because I'm defending myself. And also, I've been conditioned to not be happy because every single time I'm too happy, cheery, lip singing songs, bobbing my head, you know, happy that I got promoted, happy I just won, if I won a game, people just attack me harder, and they come right into my chat and they start giving me that hate comment just to remove the smile off my face. And it's just like, no matter what, like, every time I'm not streaming, I always end up eventually missing streaming. I miss my chat, I miss my comments, even if they're mean. there was this influencer that used to talk about, there's a lot of influencers that talk about it. They say, these influencers I watched on social media, they told me, they said in their videos that when they look at hate comments, they only look for the negative ones. I'm not saying I do this, I'm saying this is just like, you know, like how influencers, they try to be more relatable, so they make videos and tell you about their experiences. This is just other people's experience, not my experience. But because they have these similar experiences, I know I feel my feelings are validated. So these influencers, they'd be saying that whenever they read hate comments, they only look for the negative ones. And that I can relate to, because whenever I'm like on vacation or something, or away from my PC for a long, at least a day or more, I miss getting my comments that are for me. And I even said it during Anime NYC Day 4 in the vlog. I saw it when I rewatched it. I said, guys, I'm sober, but I just want to let you guys know, like, I miss my chat. And Cute Doll's chat with the connotation that it's mainly just really mean, rude comments. So I do miss it when it's gone. So I try to be grateful that, you know, I have a chat, and, you know, that I am relevant and people talk to me. For everything that I have, my style is kind of that I'm just gonna let everything burn to the ground, and I'm gonna keep starting over and over and over again, even if I have to start with -3 viewers again, even if I have to start from Iron 4 again. I'm just gonna keep starting over and over and over and rebuilding it over and over again, because I feel like it's too much pressure whenever you're just trying to stop things from crumbling all the time. And for me, it's like, because I'm not afraid to lose what I have, and I know that I can rebuild it even better in the future, I think that's what's gonna make me successful. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this journey so far, even though it's taking me 10 and a half years, close to almost 11, to just have what I have so far on social media. It's still like, I made such good progress. Like, I'm recognized in real life, and I'm actually a character in people's minds, and I'm a brand, and people, they miss me. People, they try to check up on me on my social media to see what I'm up to, and I just feel really happy with the results so far. I really do like everything that's happening right now. This is like my ideal day. It's just like streaming, playing League, hopefully, you know, Lost Ark ideally as well. But today's the last day of League, so it's kind of like a hype day for League. So I'm just gonna be playing League of Legends all day, because this is the most hyped day, because it's the last day of the season, so everyone's gonna be playing and asking to duo and stuff, only because it's the last day. And then once tomorrow, it's gonna be like, everyone's gonna be gone again. So the queue is popping, it's very hype, there's a lot of aggression in the chats and stuff. People are just like, you know, being like bullies and stuff, which is very hype right now, but it's only because it's the last day. It's only it ends at 3 a.m. today, so less than 10 hours it'll be done. So I'm just playing out. I don't care if I get demoted, because I already got so many borders on my other accounts. I have multiple accounts, and I got borders and flex and solo queue, so I have enough. So this one I'm playing on my favorite account, because it has the skin I like, and I just like that. Sometimes you just like an account more than another account, but it always changes for me. But I'm currently just playing on my favorite account. Many things to like about it. I have one skin on there that I don't have on the other accounts, and I also like the name. The name is Cute Doll on Twitch. And so basically, so on Monday, I had like a kind of, I was fine, but I had like I didn't crash out, but I had a crash out because I was so used to the stimuli from Anime NYC, like walking around, meeting all these people, eating a lot of food and getting a lot of energy, and all the hype and all the loud noises, like loud music, loud people, me being loud,
me yelling at people. Like, I was so used to all of the stimulation that, like, just sitting in my room, just like streaming, was just like so boring for me on Monday. But now I'm back to normal because I'm accustomed to my normalcy again, like my normal life again. And that always happens to me after I leave convention. It's like everything feels like, for like when I leave TwitchCon, I actually get sad. But when I leave Anime NYC, I didn't get sad. I just have what I just said. Like, I just, this lack of excitement, because I'm so used to that kind of, like, it was kind of like a party in there. But then you leave. Okay, guys, this is me. Cute. And let's eat it. Okay. So basically on Monday I was just getting used to my real life again, and then now I'm used to it again. So now everything is fine, and I'm used to being calm and just normal, like my normal, which is not everyone's normal. That's fine too. Okay, so let's do this all the time because I have to defend myself 24/7. I don't have anybody that's on my side. Nobody understands me at all, which I don't need anyone to understand me. I don't really care if it's my last day on earth and nobody still understands. I don't care. My purpose is not to be understood, but I'm just saying, like, that's like a part of why. Oh, I should really take some photos. A free taco. We're eating a free taco from Taco Bell. Yeah, let's eat this. I just wanted a mouthful of cheese. Because it just looks so delicious. The cheese is so good. Too bad you're not single. Maybe it's a manifestation for my future. Yeah, I don't want to be understood, but I'm just letting everybody know. It's the fact that I know that that nobody understands me. It does affect the way that I present my content and the way that I interact with people. Like, time after time after time of seeing people misinterpret what I just said. I have to say things over and over again. Like, you guys already know everything about me. But it's like, can somebody give that kid a pizza? And the fact that it's like, yeah, like I keep saying it, but everybody just wants to make the reality version of me, of the version of me that they want it to be. I just see time and time again. Double dare you. I've been historically really bad at eating tacos. First person who tried to make me eat a taco right is my son's ex-fiance in Hawaii. We're eating Taco Bell, and he's like, just don't eat like that. Just bite into it. Hold it together. And he's also a chef, so I understand food passion there. But I was just so, like, it's just like this. I guess I didn't learn anything. This one has a thicker tomatoey texture. And the other one is, the Diablo sauce is just very thin. I like both, but they have to be together. Like, back and forth, at least, alternating. Now you try.
trying to do my best by letting people type in my chat. I did end up banning someone today. Although I have not really been banning disrespectful comments, I did end up banning this one and wrote a whole bunch of tweets about it and stuff. Because once again, nobody understands me. Nobody is smart enough to see that that's a hate comment. You know? And I had told you guys, like, not just one person, all of you. Like, when people say stuff about me and stuff, read between the lines. They're not saying what they're saying. They're implying something else. And I'm the only one that's smart enough to see. I've already told my whole podcast over and over again. I said, all my hate comments are written in a way that only I know what the offense is. It just looks like a normal comment. And then everybody is always like, oh, why did you ban him for saying that? That's normal. We can say that. Like, no, you can't. And, yeah. I really don't want to have to ban people because it's just really time consuming and waste of resources and stuff. But like, honestly, like, that person, they don't need to be here, and I did end up banning them. I don't like banning them because they want to be banned. You know, they want to be banned, and some people will literally ask me for bans, and it's a waste of my energy and my resources, and clicking those buttons is just like, it's like somebody coming into your chat and being like, hi, I'm going to be mean to you now for no reason. We know there's all these good things about you, but we just don't want to ever see you get turned into a big streamer. So we're not going to help you. We're going to hurt you. It's just like over and over and over again, like very cumulative. But like I said, I'm never going to give it up, you know. I'm never going to give up my chat. I'm never going to give up the internet. It's really like one of my favorite things, honestly. It's really, truly the only place I could really be myself is the internet. My chat has gotten so much smarter. The haters, I wrote that I'm non-responsive and really good at not responding, but they've written such creative hate comments today that actually made me say response and actually type a tweet a response, say a response out loud for a different one, and actually maybe have like a facial expression for one. So they are getting the reactions from me. They're getting smarter because it says on my rules, and it says like in my tags, like everything already, they're already ready. So they take their one chance to like really use their brain to write something provoking, and it really works. But I actually appreciate them not having like goldfish brains. So this is actually like a manifestation that I used to have in the past, where I remember, guys, I was always like, I wish my chat was smarter. It's happening. They're smarter now. I just have to set them up for success. good choice. It was the only choice that had protein, other than the sausage burrito. But that's a breakfast item, so I don't know if they have it. Alright, we're done. That was yummy. I get really paranoid like bringing out like bags and stuff because I am so used to not carrying anything, especially when I started doing these trips, that one day I'll just fucking leave the bag, God forbid. But maybe as a foolproof way. Maybe that's why my dad carries like a fanny pack. Maybe as a foolproof way, you know, I will have like one that like I never take off, like my Chanel, you know, I just never take that off. Well, I want to eat a beef taquito. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, but I want to buy some water. I don't like running out because it makes me like really anxious. Like if I have like extra water, it will make me, I'll feel like more okay, like making coffee with it and drinking it. But if I know like I'm about to run out, I'll actually start making different decisions to try to save my water, and it'll make me very unhappy, and it'll show in my stream that I'm unhappy. So I got only 3 of them left, guys. Imagine this was buy one get one free, is it? If you buy like some powder, you get one free, but if it was buy one get one free, I couldn't even buy it because I can't carry 2 of these. Well, I can, but that would just be torturous. Just like cute doll, it's not free. After my joke, and she was so sweet to me. Yeah, so I'm writing fan fiction right now. I'm writing the next chapter. It's about Halloween. It's taking forever for me to finish writing this, and it's just like writer's block. But yeah, I started yesterday. I just want to make sure that, like, you know, it has enough in there to be a chapter, especially since I did so much for the other chapters. I wanted to add like unhireable, jobless, unemployed to my tags on Twitch, because people in the past, not now, but in the past, they've always asked me like, so like what do you do, you know, like, oh, what's your job, you know? And I kind of don't want to manifest that I'm always going to be jobless, even though I would just want to be retired and I don't want to have a job ever again in my life. But I don't want to manifest that. And also people they just don't get it on Twitch. And you know, people are always like, get a job, but it's like kind of like I'm so unhireable. I'm so unhireable that I can't get a job. But like, I was gonna put it on my tags, but it's just confusing, so I left that one out. But I was going to, so just letting you guys know that I do want to put it, but it's just not relevant because, you know, people primarily will just ask me first about myself or the game before they ask me about like that deep of a question. So yeah. So I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I have been changing, and basically what the change is just basically just an amplified version of myself. It's an amplified version of myself where basically I'm doing like I want to tell you, for the candy, this is not free because it was just sitting there like that with like all like a pile. I thought it was free, so I look at it, but I don't touch it or anything. And then I found it so funny that the sign says not free. So I told her, I was like, oh my god, it's so funny that it says not free, because I thought it was free too. Like, you know, I thought it was free, and the sign was just perfect. It says not free. And then I was like, oh my god, I have to take a video of this. I was like, this is not free, just like cute doll. And then she laughed at my joke. She actually understood what I'm saying. It was really cool. And then I took a picture of it because I'm going to put it on my Instagram. And then I'm going to put pictures
pictures of me in a little slideshow. Forgot what they're called. Oh, carousel they're called. Carousel pictures. When you can just swipe and see the rest of them to the left or right. And then when the camera was off too, she continued to be really nice to me. I was really happy about that. And some people are just really joyous and a pleasure to be around. So yeah, that's cool. So we're gonna get a free beef taquito and we're gonna sit here and eat it, and then probably head home. So I know you're probably thinking, like, if you're trying to save money, like, you should just like use like one reward a day or whatever. But honestly, oh my god, we're stuck in the middle of the road. Fuck you, bitch. But honestly, well, first of all, I had the walk sign, but I walked a lot slower than I anticipated, not because of my camera, but because of carrying a fucking gallon of water. Okay, so let me get this free beef taquito. And then he just shouted at me in his car. I don't know what he said, but maybe you did. Maybe you heard. So we're gonna, oh, there's new jalapeno. I don't like chicken. Alright, let's get this. We're gonna get the taco and queso. Alright guys, let's get a thick one. Hold it tight. Bring it in. Oh guys, look at this. Yeah, I plopped myself in the sun, getting some sun. Yeah, so people want to write mean stuff to me. I actually really don't mind. I actually really enjoy it. So, yay for me. Truth is, a lot of influencers, like I was trying to say earlier, but never got the chance to talk about. Like, other influencers are looking for hate comments, but we have some kind of deep sense of gratification, justification, like we're doing the right thing if we're getting enough attention to be hated on, you know? Because we also know what it's like to be invisible and not get like anything. Oh. My bag is so light and flying with the wind. So I love my hate comments. Like, that's what people, they don't understand. That's why I be begging. I fucking tell you, stupid ass idiots. I tell you guys. I'm like, stop writing me hate comments. Stop spamming my chat. But you think it's just because I'm getting annoyed. I'm trying to help you not make me famous. I'm trying to help you not make me happy. I love when I get hate comments. Like, they're for me. And once I can learn how to deal with every hate comment, I learn how to deal with every insecurity. Also, hate comment is an insecurity, so once I learn how to deal with a hate comment, I've like permanently upgraded and permanently leveled up in real life. Like, once I deal with one hate comment, like that kind of comment or similar ones are also covered, like they don't affect me anymore. So that's really how all the bigger streamers deal with all this fame and pressure. It's really just by, once you have so much exposure to it, you become better at handling it, and it doesn't hurt anymore. As a cute doll, I also have a lot of contrast bias. So a lot of the time, like, because I got assaulted at Anime NYC, now I'm like, when I get a hate comment now, I'm like, okay, well, it's actually not that bad. At least he's not like, he's across the screen. He can't do anything to me, so. And then I'm like, fine. It's actually contrast bias. I'm like, his hate comment is literally not that bad. Compared to when somebody's at convention and coming up to you in person and harassing you in person, you can't really get away from them.
but they keep coming up to you. After you block people in real life and they still come up to you in person and still talk to you. After you ignore people in person in real life by, you know, not talking to them and ghosting all their text messages. I only responded like one time to a text message. They just kept writing me more messages. I blocked them, and then they're still acting like like they haven't been ghosted. But I clearly have set my boundaries multiple times. But I blocked 2 people. 3 now, but before I went to NYC, when I walked into the convention, 2 people were already blocked for like about a year. And they both still approached me and talked to me. That's just ridiculous. Blocked means blocked. Blocked means somebody doesn't want to talk to you. So if they block you, just don't talk to them. I realized I forgot to take a selfie with my taquito. No! It's not too late. Alright guys, as we already didn't eat enough today, have water and a whole bag of more Wendy's sandwiches and everything, we're still gonna go to the grocery store and get chocolate Twinkies because I ran out. Chocolate Twinkies for me now is the same as how I feel about water. It's like nice to know that I have some there. I don't necessarily have to eat the whole box, you know, to be happy. It's just nice to know that I have some. It makes a huge difference in how I behave, as opposed to knowing that if I didn't have any, I actually act a lot different than knowing that, yeah, okay, I have some in my fridge. I like keeping them in my fridge. I don't recommend that. It changes the entire texture of it. But that's what I've always done. Ever since I lived alone, I always just put everything in the fridge. In my last, in this apartment too, at my last apartment, I even put like the spoons and the forks in the fridge. I know, I'm really weird. And the bowls and Tupperware, I put them in the fridge too. But I don't have that many. I don't have that many. I just have a couple pieces that my dad, he brought like me some food, and I took his Tupperware because they were so cute and pretty. They were like the glass ones, and like the little baby bowls were so cute, like the small size is so cute. I just had to take it that he gave me. For like many years, like at least 5 years, my passcode has been my first ex-boyfriend's birthday, which is in March. And I was like, well, yesterday I was just on I have 3 Instagram accounts, so I was on my 3rd Instagram account, and then you know how Instagram suggests people to you? It suggests him. And I was like, I took a screenshot and I go to my other Instagram accounts, and this guy, he blocked me on 2 of my Instagram accounts. Okay, I understand if you block my first Instagram account, which has less than 100 followers, it's family and friends, it has 9,000 pictures, it has pictures from 2016 to current.
just like a fill in the blank of what cute doll is. And I understand if you block that one, because I don't know how he even has that, but that's my Instagram, right? But he like went out of his way and blocked my multi-billionaire doll Instagram account, which is I just made that account like 2 years ago. That's my account that's tied to all of my social media. You know, I consider it my main account, even though it's not my first account. You know, mains and alts work like that sometimes. But I was so offended. I was like, this stupid jackass. I thought he was like dead. And he just literally went out of his way to block me on 2 Instagram accounts. And why am I offended? Like, I'm not gonna go like fucking stalk you like, oh, you block me, unblock me, blah blah blah. Like, no. And he's trying to say like I'm like his crazy ex-girlfriend, and the act of blocking, it's very, for us, for me and him, it's like actually not necessary. Like, you could have just ignored me. It's fine. It's not like I'm gonna send you a friend request. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like really weird because yeah, it's really weird. It's not like I'm gonna follow you on Instagram, okay? So I'm like, for you to say that you're gonna block me, I'm like, fuck you, first of all. Second of all, yeah, I just felt like it was very offensive because I'm trying to put it into words. I feel offended that I got blocked because he went to find my new Instagram and block me there because he's trying to say he's preventing me from messaging him by blocking me on my social media Instagram account, my public Instagram account. I'm just like, you're full of yourself. So basically, what blocking is, it's when you block somebody, they do want to talk to you more. Obviously, I experienced this firsthand on both ends. But when you get blocked, you just want to talk to them more. Sometimes humans feel like they need closure, all that. I don't need closure. I don't need nothing like that. But I'm just offended, like, you think you're that good that you need to block me. Actually, when I was messaging, so loud. When I was messaging the New York whale, that's not my first ex-boyfriend, but a different guy, the New York whale. I told you guys, like, I'm surprised he didn't block me. I feel actually more respected when people just ignore me. The Seattle whale just ignored me. The New York whale just ignored me. But my first ex-boyfriend went and found out my other social media account, like not just the one he had from my family and friends, but which he was originally on. But he went to go find what is her Instagram now, and then he blocked me there. And to me, that's saying, like, why I'm offended is because he's saying like, oh, she's my crazy ex. She's gonna harass me. She's gonna message me. I need to block her. And it's just like so fucking stupid because yes, I will like send a message or two. I was literally at the point where like, is this guy even still alive? Because I do have one ex-boyfriend that passed away. And so it's just really like, yes, we all deserve to live in our own lives and move on and not be bothered by people. But for me, it's like, I get the message one time, I understand right away. Like, I'm not desperate. And that's why I have like moved on from him and had 9 other boyfriends after him and keep dating people and keep trying to live my life and make my life. But what he did was just very, got the chocolate cookies, grab them. What he did is just very, like if any of you guys did it, I really wouldn't care. But I knew him you know, since I was in 7th grade, and we dated for 8 years, and
Thank you. You're welcome.
and all that apparently means nothing. But no, what I'm mad about is he's saying like, oh my god, get away from me, like I'm blocking you, my crazy ex, so you can't even message me. Yeah, so I'm really mad because I was usually like, throughout my entire relationship with him, I was always the one that dumped him over and over again. And I told him like, I don't want to be with you, blah blah blah. Of course, this is always every girl's story. And then finally, then the tables turned and he started breaking up with me and stuff like that. So then those were like more permanent, and then getting like perma blocked, whatever. For me, I wouldn't like request anybody. Like the only people I requested was the people that were like the people that are like that I met at Anime NYC, that we're just exchanging photos. So I added all of them to my Instagram. Unknowingly also added some Twitch people that followed me in between at the same time, didn't know, and they messaged me too. And then anyways, like that's the only reason I added you, is because I thought you were from Anime NYC. Okay, anyways, so yeah, very offensive to me because I have a lot of pride in my character. I was also really good at getting over all of my boyfriends, so I was like extremely shocked, like, you know, at the power play of like proactively blocking me, and like caring that much to go out of your way and be like, oh, I don't want to be bothered by her, so I'm gonna block her. Like, you know, I'm just like, for me, it's different because I just block people like from the internet. I don't have connections with them, but they harassing me, so I just block them. Even if they don't think it's harassment, it's too much for me. I'm offended because he's trying to say like, he's trying to make me look like I'm so crazy that I have to get blocked, when in reality he just has to just ignore me, and then eventually I just stop asking. But because of like, when I was sending my messages before, I thought like he was like not here anymore, like, cause that's how like disappeared he was. And I was like are they gonna like, I thought like, honestly, when I sent those messages to the mutual friend, I literally thought they were gonna respond to me with like some kind of news, like, yeah, actually, like, you know, yeah, okay, he's married now or whatever, or he has a girlfriend now, whatever. Or like, I literally was so afraid. I was like, what if they just tell me like he had a funeral? Like I know, like, obviously, like, but just like to know like, oh, this person, they weren't dead. They were just like, they actually went out of their way to proactively block you, because they didn't want you to message them that bad, which yeah, I was extremely offended. All of my other contacts, they either ignore me, the ones that I've known for many years. I see you guys just once again just wouldn't understand. The people I've known for many years, New York whale, Seattle whale, they will just ignore me instead of saying no. For some reason, they don't even block me, unfollow me, or delete me. They just leave me there. And I'm kind of just honored. And I just respect that, and I just don't message them anymore, you know? Even sometimes when I write to them, I'm like, okay, this is the last message. And then I just try again. And then like they read all my messages, but they just don't say anything, which I respect. And it's not like they have to like, because they know me on a different level. It's not like you internet people. Like, they actually know me. I don't know how to explain it. It's deeper than an internet connection. They just happen to have me on Instagram. Okay, and then and for 2 of my old bosses, I messaged them, and then I also messaged another 3 of my old bosses and old acquaintance, and they all answered me, even though I don't work for them anymore. And 3 of them gave me references, and 2 of them I was networking with them to find job opportunities. and they all responded to me and basically treat me like a human being. I don't need a response, but I think ignoring someone is better than blocking them. Blocking them sends a sign. Blocking them sends a sign like, hey, you're bothering me, you're harassing me, and you're annoying, blah, blah, blah. I don't want you to contact me anymore. That's what a block means. For me, it took me like 1 week to block somebody who was really harassing me. And it took me 1 month to block another person who was really harassing me. And these people I just met, you know? So if it shows you like how long I take to actually block somebody, and then for him to just like fake and pretend that I'm obsessed, that's what you're saying. So if you get blocked, that means you're obsessed with somebody. I'm not obsessed with you. If you just ignored me or didn't respond or just ghosted me, I would have been fine. I'm a normal human being. I would actually understand that boundary. I wouldn't be like all the other guys who just keep writing messages on top of messages on top of messages. But because I didn't hear from him for 3 years, I just was like, actually, then my mind was kind of like, okay, like, what if, like, I actually didn't want her to respond. I was like, what if she tells you something like I just really don't want to hear? That's like fatal, like, you know what I mean? That's what I was like worried about. But anyways, now that I know that I'm blocked, fuck you, and I'm too good to be on your block list. I'm a person that I don't need to be blocked. I will actually just dismiss people right away. If I could mute people, and as long as I see they're not like pulsing new messages all the time, that's enough for me. But people do message me so much that I do need to block them so that they don't have a outlet to channel into me. Because even if I don't respond, they seem to have some kind of gratification from their messages getting through, even if I don't read them. So that's why I did block people, to stop that action. I hope I explained it well enough. I'm just offended because although I'm not better than him, I can't believe, in a way I kind of feel like he's a liar, because he's acting like, oh my gosh, she's so upset. I'm not obsessed with you. If I was obsessed with you, I wouldn't have dated all these other guys, you know? Anyways, that's done. Okay, thank you guys for sticking with me. I love you guys. Bye. Just finished saying this. Okay, so probably best to just... First thing I did when I got in here body spotting is mute my mic, because I wish I muted it before I left, but I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything weird as soon as I get into my apartment that my stream will hear. But then I was like, wait, actually I was about to just continue vlogging. Even though I'm gonna post this also on the internet, I just always feel weird. I'm not able to express my... I feel like the Twitch is a different platform. When I talk to them, I talk to them differently. When I make a video on Twitch, on my stream, I also feel different when I talk to them. And when I talk to my camera, I feel the most free. But I still like both. But I'm just saying, it's different. I know the block thing nobody understands, but let me explain to you. That's why I had to do this extended part and explain to everybody to defend myself. Okay. My cute doll's mad because she got blocked. No. What you did is a pussy move, because you're trying to say, oh, this person, you know, you're trying to make me look like I'm crazy. And then by going out of your way to block me so that I could never, you know, I wasn't looking for you. I said it was suggested. It was just suggested, and I was like, I took a screenshot of it. And it was a suggested friend. And then I did a screenshot of it. And then I went to my other accounts and I looked up the name. And I was in disbelief that I couldn't find it. That I tried multiple times and then went back to the third account and tried again. Like, that's how much of a disbelief. I'm like, there's no way this person blocked me scratch everything I said earlier. I don't care about how long I knew you, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, if you want to be, okay, not blocking somebody says, hi, I don't care about you. Like, I'm so beyond you that it doesn't even bother me that you're here. And that's why the people on my Twitch want to get banned so bad, because they want to be the person that I can't stop them from messaging me, that I have to block them. Ignoring people sends the same message. It means I don't care. And it's just a stronger message. But blocking somebody means that they're like harassing you. Well, I really didn't even know, like, one, if my messages were going through. I didn't even know if he was still alive. So many years passed, and I didn't know anything. So I was just reaching out. I wasn't being like obsessive. And most importantly, I learned from the other guys that were reaching out to me and seeing how many people reach out to me. I learned how to shoot my shot as well. I'm like, oh, well, if all these people are getting through to me by just like DMing me and harassing me and doing all these things and saying all these things and doing it this way. So I just took other people's ideas of what they did to me, and I just started asking everyone that I thought of. I was like asking them for all these things that I showed you guys that I asked people for. I was just shooting my shot. But in no way was it like, you know, like I'm like, oh, I'm such a nuisance, I'm so hard to get rid of, like you can't tell me no once. In fact, if you just ignore me, I'll actually just leave you alone. But yeah, I was saying earlier, it was just a pussy move because if he was like cooler, he would have been like, I don't even care if she's messaging me, she's nobody, just leave her on read, whatever. Just mute the box and never look at her. That means that it doesn't bother you, you don't care. That's no message is a message. And you know, that's all I needed. But actually to block somebody like me and him, for him to block me is very disrespectful, because it's blocking, as I said, it's like it elicits emotions that is kind of like a little bit abusive, because the person who got blocked, they kind of want to be like, no, wait, like, and they feel like, you know, like, oh, you're going away, and they feel like that they need to contact you. And some crazy people will actually go around the block by like making new accounts and messaging on new phone numbers, and I'm not doing all that. Humans have a flaw that they think that they need closure. You don't need closure. And the block is abusive in a way, because the person who got blocked, they always just try to chase and get that person back. I'm not doing all that, but I was just hurt yesterday that I got blocked. I would have preferred to just got ignored, completely just ignored off the face of the earth. It's just enough for me. But like I said, this is like, I'm explaining this to you guys, but this applies to none of you. You guys are just internet people. But this was somebody that was an active part of my life. So, like I told you guys, like even in the professional world, I still message people, and they get back to me, and they give me references, and they let me allow them to use them as a reference and things like that. And I networked with two of them for jobs, and they actually replied to me and gave me like links to jobs, like job postings, and so I used my network. But like these people I haven't talked to in years, but they could ignore me because they are like very high paid and high level, and I don't work with them anymore, but they didn't ignore me. So that just shows like my character. And for him, like I just would have preferred to have been ignored, like how the New York whale ignored me and the Seattle whale ignored me, because I put those three people, my first ex-boyfriend, in that bucket with those people, because they all met me in real life first. They knew me for many years. Like the Seattle whale I met in like 2018, and the New York whale I knew since I was 18, and then the ex-boyfriend I knew since I was in 7th grade. But it's not about how long you know somebody. Definitely not. Because we know, like, my ex-best friend who knew me for many years, he doesn't fall in any of those buckets, like, you know. But it's not about how long you knew somebody. But it is like how they treat you later, no matter how long ago you knew them or how long you knew them for, how much you knew them. How they treat you later shows how they respect you. And I felt disrespected. Like, I feel like, especially since I have like the whole brand and everything, I feel like as Q-Doll, like I definitely don't deserve to be blocked by him. You guys can all block me. I don't really give a fuck about you. And you see, it's just different. It's different because those are people that I looked up to. You know, maybe I like them so much. Maybe I learned so much from them. It doesn't matter. I know I definitely had great experiences with these people, and like great life experiences. And then for them to show their true colors, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna block her. Like, I'm not like that. Like, I'm not just gonna keep pestering people over and over again. If you say no, or if you say nothing, that is more than enough to remove me. But to feel like I had to be like he went out of his way to block me on multi-billionaire doll on my Instagram, I just feel like that was very disrespectful, because you're acting like I'm so obsessed that I need to be blocked so you could prevent a message. And people who block, like me, I block a lot of people. We know that blocking does not stop a message. It actually amplifies it. Then the person will go make a new account. They will do all these things. I'm not going to give you any ideas. They will do all these things to try to get through to you, and even talk to other people to try to get through to you. Like, people send their friends to Twitch and be like, hey, can you unban my friend, blah, blah, blah. Like, so I know the extent that blocking, like, even when I blocked the person that assaulted me, I was still afraid. I was like, what if he, like, orders a hit on me? And, like, what if, like, you know, I was just scared. When you block somebody, you're scared they're still gonna come after you. So the fact that he blocked me, it made me feel like he thinks I'm still gonna, like, try to find another way to message him. When the fact is, like, the fact is, like, I was just trying to find a way to message you. I told you guys on my podcast, I was like, I don't even know if he's getting my messages. You know, I don't even know. So, you know, and I don't even know if he's alive. And then it's just like, there's one thing, the only reason that he might get a lot of messages from me is because I didn't even know if they were working. But yeah, for him to do that was crazy. And the reason why I brought it up, it made me very upset yesterday. On my stream, I was so sad, but I'm over it now. But then I was like, fuck him. I remember my little sister, she was like, in 2021, she was like, why don't you date him again? You guys are so perfect for each other. You guys even have each other as your passcodes. But I think only I have his birthday as my passcode. So anyways, I just changed my passcode today. I was like, fuck this guy. So my old passcode used to be his birthday for years. I don't even know how long. My passcode is finally just like all 6s. Yeah, just tell everyone your passcode. I don't really care. But basically every single time I had to pay for anything today, and every single time I had to unlock my phone. I don't really have to ever unlock my phone, but every time I had to pay for something, and unlock my phone, I just kept typing in the wrong passcode, and I had to keep remembering that I changed my passcode. Anyways, that's the whole story. If anybody was paying attention, basically what I'm trying to say is, if anybody today blocks me, bans me, whatever, it won't affect me, because I'm not emotionally tied to you guys, because I don't know you, you know? And I also don't let myself get that close with people anymore. But the way that people treat you later in your life, you have to let time pass, distance pass, and you guys are gonna see too. When you're reaching out to your old bosses for references, when you're reaching out to your old bosses for networking, to get a job, you're gonna see who ignores you, you're gonna see who responds, you're gonna see who's gonna say, yes, of course, I'll give you a reference. And then it's the same thing with personal life. You're gonna see who proactively blocks you. And let me tell you why the block is so offensive is because as a girl, nobody ever blocks me. Only him. And I just feel like it means a stronger, for me, it reflects like as a stronger character when they don't care so much that they don't even block me. Like I used to have this duo, his name is Vegeta, and we kind of got in a fight about TwitchCon, and like he wanted to stay in my hotel, but I told him no, so he started becoming like cold and stuff, and he wouldn't duo with me anymore. So like then when I would message him, he'd be like, I'm at work, like, you know, like basically dismissing me. But even him, he didn't block me. He just left me there, you know? And I feel like that's like more of a power move for people that can just leave you there like that. And I do that to people too, but it's not until they're like blowing up my inboxes, blowing up my messages, or doing a parasocial weirdo thing with my text messages that I just feel like is invasive, crossing my boundaries, and almost a little abusive, when they just keep writing to me like and they act like I'm writing back, and they just keep having full-on conversations with themselves. Like I just don't want to be on the receiving end of that, so I just block that out so that they can't send the message anymore, and that stops their dopamine hit, so they can't get that from me. So that's the only reason why I block as like a female. But as a female, I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody ever blocked me. Like the only person that ever blocked me was that guy who told me he's Challenger, and he just kept deleting me off Discord. That's all I gotta say. And people who deleted me from League, like right after, like we just like become friends, and they just like delete me. They just delete me off the friends list. People who, delete me. Sometimes you don't even know if you just got deleted or if you just got blocked, but it doesn't matter. But that's not because you're bothering them or whatever. It's just like they kind of just don't want to see you on their list, and I get that feeling too. That's why I deleted my whole list. But those are all the things I had to say. That pretty much wraps it up. I know everybody is like, oh my gosh, she's just crying about it because she's mad she got blocked. Like, you think it's so funny. Like, I don't care that I got blocked. I just feel like I know I'm better than that. I would have, like, a normal person would just have left their profile as is, not go out of your way to find out, you know, what my Twitch, Instagram is, and block my new social media account that's brand new, that I actually made during the time I'm not even talking to you. Like, I literally made that, my new multi-billionaire doll, I literally made it like in 2023, like 2 years ago, like I said, and I wasn't talking to him for 3 years. So yeah, it's like, you're the weirdo, you're the creeper. And that's the thing I always think about too. I always think about like, like, you know, he's still, like, everybody, not just him, everybody, they always just come into my stream. They always just take a look and just see. And if you want to get my social media, you have to kind of interact with some form of my platforms to try to find it. So anyways, just to see that, it was just like absolute shocker. I just was like, I just thought like the people that I dated were just like, especially him, I respected him as like the smartest person ever. I respected him as the smartest person ever. I respected him as like, you know, like, and I'm not crying about like, oh yeah, we dated for this many years, this should mean more. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, I'm not crazy. It's not like that. That's not what I'm mad about. I'm mad that you didn't have enough respect for me to just leave my message there. I can't even send that many messages. What you're saying about my character is that I am like a harasser, that I'm gonna keep spamming you, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. For everybody, I just shot my shot a couple times. When I saw that the Seattle whale and the New York whale were reading my messages but not replying, I left them alone. So I have a right to shoot my shot just as everyone else has shot their shots at me, because how come everybody that likes me gets a chance to date me, but all the guys I like, I'm just running out of breath. I don't even get to date the guys I like. I never, like, all the guys I liked, I never got to get them. I always get like their friend or some rando, you know? So it's only the first time in my life I'm trying to shoot my shots, ask for what I want, and just see what happens. Plus also give the universe some flexibility to also play into my life, because I love the universe. But I just want to share that with you guys, only because I wanted to tell about my passcode and because it did bother me today. I also want to remind you guys, before I run out of film, I know people say this, but it's really true. I remind myself of this all the time. You really do heal from everything. You really do. And even though it doesn't feel like it in the moment, like just 2 days ago yesterday on Monday, it was a day after day 4 of Anime NYC. I just got assaulted, and yesterday I felt so bad. I felt so sad, and people could see it on my face. People who usually talk to me all the time, they just didn't really talk to me that much, but they just showed that they were still there. You could just see like how sad. But by the end of the night, I felt so much better. I even got to play League of Legends with 2 other people, so we were playing as a trio. And today, it's completely gone. Like, I feel completely better. And just as yesterday, I found out I was blocked by my first ex-boyfriend, whom I've only said nice things about. And even was like, oh, maybe when we're 50, we'll get back together. I mean, while I'm thinking he's dead, because I see no signs of life. Because he has to pretend that he's like erasing himself from the internet just to escape me, because I'm that crazy and creepy. I'm not. I was just being sarcastic. I'm just saying, like, that's how ridiculous it is. Like, I already left. We already left each other. It's like, you don't have to, do all that to get rid of me. Actually, if you do that, it actually obviously brings more attention. What was I trying to say? That I really did get over it, because yesterday it hurt really a lot when I found out in the evening, and then now it doesn't hurt at all. Even I was a little angry. I'm like, you're a pussy. Like, but now I'm just like, okay. So even though it takes a lot of time, you guys will get over whatever you're going through right now. I know sometimes it feels really bad, but I kept reminding myself yesterday, I was like, I'm just processing it. And that is, for me, that's just personal choice. It's the healthiest way for me. That way I don't take it out on, thank God I don't have any vices, and, I just eat regularly. Like, I don't overeat to, eat your feelings and stuff like that. Like, I don't eat my feelings. I just eat for nutrition and energy, and to like build my biology. But to get like protein and stuff. But yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. I really got over all those things. The Anime NYC assault, and the first ex-boyfriend blocked me on Instagram before I could even find him, because I'm so creepy that I'm gonna go find you on Instagram. Like, I just want to say that the New York whale and the Seattle whale, they actually follow me on my other little Instagram, my private one. And it has less than 100 followers. Like, they like me so much, like, as a friend, that they followed me on Instagram. Like, I could have followed them, they didn't have to follow me back. But see, that's like the respect. And then they know me, and even though I asked like creepy questions to them, they didn't block me or delete me or unfollow me. They just treated me like a human being, because they know who I am, like, deep inside. And they just ignored me instead and left me on red, and that was fine. Then I was like, okay, well, I just respected them too, and I was like, well, I don't want to bother them, so then I just left them alone. But I had to shoot my shot, because then you just never know, and then I don't want to like regret that, like going to the grave and be like, regretting, like, oh, what if he liked me too? Like, you just need to check, you know? And then the thing is, the last thing I want to say is, so I shot my shot, I did all those things, blah, 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 whatever, and then, yeah, I just had to see, and, like, we respect each other. That's really cool. It's only really only time will tell, how much somebody respects you, what they think about you. You'll see it in the way that they treat you later on in your life. But luckily for me, I just had like a lot of relationships that were built before social media really kicked off. Like, only Facebook was around, and you know, I got to like be with people in real life and at parties and stuff while I'm growing up and in my 20s and in my 30s and meeting those people. It's kind of like an everlasting relationship, kind of. It's not really a friendship, but it's just like an everlasting relationship. There was one more thing I had to say. Let me see if I remember it. But if not, I think you guys will stick with me. I love you guys, bye. But let me see if I remember. There's just one more thing I want to do to make it full circle. Yeah, I'm not saying like, oh, nobody should ever block me. Like I told you, if anybody else blocked me, I wouldn't care. But when you go back to those very primary, crucial points of contact in your life, and you message them whatever you want to message them, and you shoot your shot, you'll get to see how much somebody really respects you by how they treat you after that. Like, they could just ignore you, which is fine. No response is a response. Or they could block you, which is just very... It means very bad. It means very bad. It means like, I don't want you in my life. I want you out of my life, which is fine. That's fine. But the way that it was done, like, it's not like I messaged him on Instagram and then I got blocked. You know, it was like he went to go look for my Instagrams and blocked me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the point where, like, I didn't even know if he had an Instagram. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, does anybody get what I'm saying? It's like, you're actually the problem if you... Because I've never done that. You know? I've never been like, I wonder if they have an Instagram. I'm going to proactively block them on it. Like, I'm going to go look for their Instagram and then block that Instagram. That's really weird. Because that's saying like a lot about like how much I think there's one more thing I wanted to say. Let me try to think about it. Let me think about the whole picture. So I changed my passcode. Oh, nothing hurts, just give it time. I like processing everything. It's the best thing ever. It makes me stronger. It does hurt a lot. Yesterday it hurt so much. You know, all the feelings, I just feeling all my feelings and all that. But honestly, at the end, it made me so much stronger. And, you know, that's why people, they keep liking me, because I just kind of seem like so unbothered and like I can handle stuff, because I have like kind of like a little bit of a tolerance now for things. Like, even now, I could just kind of let somebody like spam my Twitch chat and just be like really annoying, and I could just kind of let that happen, you know, like a normal streamer would. So I kind of developed a tolerance and a contrast bias for seeing things as not as bad, because so much more worse stuff has happened to me. So now what was bad before is at a lesser level of bad. Anyways, oh, one last thing I do want to add. This is not what I planned to say, but I do want to say that I do feel like I was divinely protected by getting assaulted at a very, very low level at Anime NYC. Because now my guard is up, and it's like everything that everybody always says in all those YouTube videos and all the true crime shows and in all of the stuff I've watched on social media and mostly YouTube videos. It's kind of like you just freeze when it's happening, and that's why most people don't do anything. I also mentally blocked mine out, so I didn't only remembered it like kind of when I went to shower. It's not like I forgot it, but because so much stuff was going on at the same time, is like because we were kissing too, and he was also talking while we were kissing. So like so many things was going on at the same time, plus convention itself, so much stuff going on. Plus he kept distracting me, like changing the subject a lot. So mentally I was just really kind of a little stressed out and just kind of just not able to focus. And then I got high right after. So it was like just really crazy. But it wasn't until like I took a shower and then I remembered it. And then I was like, oh, I should tell everybody about it. Why I wanted to tell everybody about it, and I did tell everyone on my day 4 vlog, is because he's the only person that knows he did that to me, and I just didn't want him to hold that power over me. Also, because I blocked him and because I wasn't talking to him, and he just kept approaching me over and over again, and even when I wasn't responding in real life, he just kept talking to me. And because he was crossing those boundaries, I suspected I'm just going to keep seeing him every year. Obviously, we're going to keep seeing each other at those conventions. It's the same people every year and some new ones. And you're going to see the same people over and over again. He's going to keep bothering me. He's going to keep harassing me. So if any future harassments ever happen that were worse, I wanted to document the first incident for myself so that I have proof, because I don't have any proof. And it could easily be denied. But if anything ever happens to me again, and then now I think I'm divinely protected, because now I'm taking proactive steps. I'm trying to wrap this video. I'm trying to take proactive steps. So like basically I'll always be in public. I know you guys are like, oh cute, like I'm surprised. Like I'm not afraid to go outside, and I'm not afraid like every single second, because it is exactly what girls have said on YouTube whenever they make videos about that. It's exactly what they said. It's always somebody you know. It's always somebody that you trust. And when it happens to you, you just freeze and you just don't know. And then for me personally, I just blocked it out. I just like, my brain didn't even want to remember it. So I basically just didn't remember. And then, that's why like I was so confused for like days. I kept telling you guys every single morning in my vlogs, I'm like, I'm so confused, like, because it's kind of like a gaslighting thing. And then it's like so crazy, like it's just everything everyone has ever said in every true crime video, in every YouTube video, is just exactly that experience. So I'm actually not really afraid of like leaving my house, walking through all of these stores and buying what I need to buy, and just coming back home, seeing all these strangers, even if they hit on me, like they're not gonna assault me like somebody I would know and who tried to kiss me and try to get close to me. So that's the difference. I think I was divinely protected because that happened. Then he decided to tell me that he's not gonna pay for anything for me anymore right after. Then I already made up my mind, like as a gold digger, I made up my mind already, like, okay, well then I'm just not gonna like continue dating him, which our next date that was planned was supposed to be at his house. But it was when I trusted him a lot more and I looked up to him because of his profession and stuff. Like he has a very high level profession. So whenever I see people like with like, you know, high level profession stuff, you just wouldn't think that they would do anything like that. So like that's why I was really off guard. And the order of events, like assault, telling me he's not gonna pay anything for me anymore. Then I cut him off because I blocked out the assault. So I cut him off because of the payment thing, like him saying that he doesn't want to buy anything from me anymore. And so I cut him off and I stopped talking to him, and I never text messaged him. I only wrote like 2 messages. But that part saved me from ending up going to his house, because if I blocked out the assault and then he didn't tell me the pay thing, I might have not seen any red flags and continued to go to his house, and it could have been really bad. Like I could have been in big trouble. So I think I'm just divinely protected. I think that he didn't think that saying that he's not going to buy me anything anymore would cut me off that hard and that fast. But I'm like a serial gold killer, so thank God. Being a gold killer. Oh my God, I'm not a killer. I'm a serial gold digger. So because I'm playing too much League of Legends, I'm a killer. Because of the money thing, I cut him off. Because I already trained myself for that. Like, get your money first. He's gonna lie. He's not gonna pay you. or he's not gonna buy anything for you. He's not gonna buy what he said he's gonna buy. Like, you remember I posted other text messages on my, for examples, on my YouTube. Basically, I have my strategy already, and it's foolproof. So once I heard that, he didn't think that was gonna lead to him being cut off in conversations and also on the date, because after he told me, he said, I'm not that kind of guy, you know. He's like, you asked me to buy this, you asked me to buy this, I'm not that kind of guy. So he's telling me he's not gonna pay for me anymore. After he said that, so in my mind, right there, like, cute doll was just standing there, my mind just switched, and I was like, okay. In my mind, I'm smiling and like nodding, but in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, we're done, right? And then, but he continues on, and he says, he then says, I invited you into my home. Like, he's saying it as though we're still on for the next day for a date at his house. And I'm just smiling there, like nodding or not smiling and just, you know, listening, whatever. Because whenever I'm like in a high alert situation like that, like in conflict, I usually just say whatever I can just to break off and disengage, and then I go and do what I really want to do, which is like block them, whatever, and never see them again, but you'll always see him. He was like, I invited you into my home. Do you know what that means? Like, and then also his tone, it kind of reminds me of like a parent. And I already have my parents, my mom and my dad, and those are my only parents, and those are the ones that will be like my parents that will tell me what to do. They have that role. Nobody else gets to have that role. So he can't have that tone with me, but I'm not gonna fight with him about it at the same time. I just am aware of it. So he was like, I invited you into my home. Do you know what that means? Into my home. I opened my doors for you. That's what, like, literally, I swear to fucking God, like, literally he's saying that to me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I was like, okay. I was like, you know, I was just like agreeing, like just basically trying to just, you know, change the subject, get out of there, whatever. After we all finished hanging out, because there was other people there too. And then, but he pulled me aside and said all this. But in my head, when he was saying that, I kind of kept like a smile and like a, whenever I'm getting in trouble, I kind of just smile and nod. And then, so I kind of just kept like a friendly face, but in my brain is thinking, you still think I'm going to your house? Like, so I think he didn't know that my cutoff game is that strong for the gold digger portion, but that actually saved me, because after that I stopped communication. I literally stopped talking, speaking from my mouth. I blocked him on my phone, so he can't one-way talk to me on my text messages. He didn't know that like that I was kind of like that smart, I guess. So that's why he talked to me the next day. That's why he came up to me the next day when I was like, Starbucks treat, whatever. I told you guys the story in the previous vlog. That's why he came up to me and kept talking at me, because he didn't know that I cut him off yet. And that's why I was so confused too. But I only realize now. It's kind of like I kind of perfected it, my formula, in a way. Oh shit, I almost dropped. I'm trying to wrap this up because I'm gonna run out of film. Okay, I kind of perfected my formula in a way that is kind of like, if we don't have factor A, then no factor B. And it's not an ultimatum. It's kind of like it's like a go or a no go. It's like a requirement. It's like a I'm trying to remember what they call it. There's a word for it. It basically means that if I'll think of it one day, but a deal breaker. So basically for me, it's like, I always interrogate people. They probably do know they're getting interrogated. I always test people and interrogate them. And then with the answers to their questions, I'm able to determine like, yes, I'm gonna ban him, whatever. because he said that. And so for me, that's already a deal breaker. You just told me you're not buying anything for me. It's a deal breaker. We're not dating. I thought we were dating. I thought you liked me. You kissed me. You told me you liked me. You were flirting with me all day. First day was cool conversations, and then day 2 was all perverted conversations. And I was just like nervously laughing through all of them, which you guys already know my tell for being nervous is laughing, but he knew I was uncomfortable. Like, there was nothing cute at all about the way I was laughing about those. I was actually like disengaging from all of the comments. I wish I could share them with you. They're so cringy. But I had to go through that, also mental abuse. But then, and then he would also like repeat them too. Like when I don't say anything, he'd just like repeat them. And this was all throughout, like when we were walking through the floor, looking at all the artists gallery and everything. Like, it was just ongoing. But of course, like, because I kind of liked him. I already liked him. I told you guys I liked him since Thursday. And because he's like such a high level in his company, I mean, it's not his company, but the company he works for, I just respected him so much. And I was like, a person like this wouldn't do anything like creepy. So I'm looking up to him, and as I'm like listening to him and learning from him and spending time and talking to him, I'm thinking that everything he's saying is like valid, not the perverted stuff, but the stuff around it. So also other stuff he's saying around it, like, he just kind of mixes it in, all in. So, at the same time, I'm also trying to kind of learn from him, like, oh, this is like what a superior person does, like an elite person, like he's like a high level person, so I'm just like trying to learn and just, be there and like trying to figure out how to get more sophisticated. I even asked him for his network. I told him like what kind of job I'm looking for, to ask people for me and like within his network. So yeah, all that has happened. But then I just want to tie this up and put a bow on it. Basically, anything you're going through, you're always going to get over it. Like, yesterday was like hell. The Monday after Anime and Wednesday was just, everything just hit me. Like, the feet were sore. I lost my voice since Sunday night, but it's back now. But it hurt too when I was talking, and I was just talking to my chat, You guys know I normally don't do that, but I do that kind of now sometimes. And then, the feet were hurting, the legs were hurting from convention, like, because I was after conventions, only after this convention, I just had a crash out. I started feeling and remembering everything, and I started feeling all the pain, physical pain that my body was suppressing naturally from the adrenaline and of being at the convention and forcing through everything and trying to survive every day and try to make the most out of every day, because I bought all my tickets and everything, and you just want to make the most of your money and your time there, because when it's over you're gonna miss it. So yay, cute pop. So Monday was so hard for me, guys. I had to deal with the physical crash out of actual convention. I had to deal with the assault and heartbreak, because I told you guys I liked him. I really meant it. And then I had to get over that, I told you guys in my vlog when I was high on day 3, which was actually the day of the assault. I got high right after. I told you guys, like, while I was high, I was speaking the truth, and I was like, yeah, I just like, how come like nobody likes me? Does nobody not like me? Something like that. I said like that. Like, that was like really like with my inner subconscious and conscious mind was really thinking. Like, I don't feel like that now, because I have a whole built up self concept and an ego and everything and an identity. I'm very confident, but in that moment of weakness, I told you guys that I'm sad that I got rejected, and like, how come nobody likes me, basically. So that was just kind of like my inner conscious speaking through the weed. And then the next thing was I found out that I got blocked by my first ex-boyfriend proactively on 2 accounts. And like, I'm like, that really wasn't necessary. That sends a sign beyond all signs. Like I explained for hours in this video. And then so I had to heal from all that stuff. But right now I feel fine. I'm telling you guys, just keep taking care of yourself. Always process your emotions. Try not to have any vices. Try not to use any substances to get over it. Don't eat your feelings. Don't drink your feelings. Process the pain and you get stronger. That's really what I truly believe in. I processed everything yesterday, even though it meant that I had to stream the whole day with a sad face. By the end of the day, I was like really happy because everything got processed. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Okay, bye. How to play rank.
Little dolls, I'm making little puppets, I'm making little action figures, and welcome back to another episode of the Cute Doll Podcast. Bodice spotting today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cute Doll, and I'm famous because I'm pretty, I'm skinny, and I'm queen of the Iron Throne, queen of the Trolls, queen of Lost Ark, and queen of Fire Blast and Fire Blast Queen. Thank you for always sticking with me. I love you guys. Bye. And to complete the last and final thought, we're playing League right now, but to complete the last thought, I was telling you guys, the reason why I use all my reward points today, even though you'd be like, oh, Cute Doll, you should save them, just use one reward today, one reward each day, and like space it out, especially since you're trying to save money. The reason why I just went all out, I spent every single reward point I have. I don't have any points for McDonald's. I need to log into Starbucks to check my points. I'll barely have any points there because I haven't been Starbucks for a long time. But the reason why I use my Wendy's and my 7-Eleven and my Taco Bell rewards all right away is because I'm a strong believer of use it before you lose it. One, you might forget about it and it gets expired. That's one thing. But for me, it's like for the Taco Bell one, it's because I got promoted to like the hot tier, and then the next tier is fire tier. So I didn't know if like hot and fire both stack. And also the promos have like expirations like September and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, fine. Taco Bell's gonna give me a free food. Just get it today. Just use all your rewards. Get it all today. Get all the food today. And just don't like penny pinch it. Don't like all that, even though it's free. Like just get it all now. And I'm a strong believer, like if you have rewards, like just spend it. Obviously, if it's like something different, then obviously you'd be like more conservative and just use it as you need it or apply it strategically. But for something like what I'm doing, like I go to Taco Bell like every single day. So for me, the best thing to do would be to splurge and just buy. I don't go to 7-Eleven anymore. So use all my 7-Eleven points and clean that out, zero that out. And then for Taco Bell, I'm gonna accumulate new points, and you don't want the new rewards to overwrite the old rewards when you go to different tiers and stuff. You don't know what's gonna happen, so just use it before you lose it. And then for the Wendy's, same thing. I got enough points, so I got a free burger. Just get it. Don't even think about it. Don't even have to think about it. Don't save it for tomorrow. Nothing. Just use it before you lose it. And I find like my life has been better that way. I try my best to do that in Lost Ark as well. Use it before you lose it, and also use it in priority order of the thing you want the most to the least, in case it can be used more than one place. And that has really worked out for me. But Lost Ark gives you so much free stuff that it's like really hard for me to use everything. But I've been trying. I need to use a couple more things there too.